How's it going, Reject Nation? My name is John Humphrey, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, John, you're not Greg. Well, guess what, guys? Gregory is out of town this week. He's going to a wedding in Colorado. So, for that time, y'all are stuck with me. John Week is gonna be good, alright? Nothing is gonna go wrong that I know of yet. And I thought, what better way to start off this nerve-wracking responsibility by talking about the thing I am undoubtedly the biggest expert about on this channel, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There's a new Thor Ragnarok international trailer out. I just came across it on Joe Blow Movie Trailers, and hey, let's not waste any time. Let's get into this. I am excited. Let's do this.
Thor, I sense a great change in your future. Destiny has dire plans for you, my friend.
I have dire plans for Destiny.
The goddess of death has invaded Asgard.
I thought you'd be glad to see me. Asgard is dead. It'll be reborn in my image.
You need to stop right here and now to prevent Ragnarok, the end of everything. So they're putting together a team.
Like the old days.
Surprise! This will be such fun.
Hello.
Hi.
Whoa! Damn.
I'm not a queen or a monster. I'm the goddess of death. What were you the god of again?
We're the same, you and I. Just a couple of hot-headed fools.
The Hawk like raging fire. Thor like smoldering fire.
Oh boy. Okay, so a lot of that stuff we've already seen, but you know, I feel like Cate Blanchett's gonna rock this movie. I'm saying, you know, like, hey, someone's backing up a very loud truck out. Oh, this is great, you guys. This feels just like normal. I don't know what I was so nervous about. The first thing that comes to my mind for whatever reason when I'm watching this is just, I think Cate Blanchett is gonna rock this movie. You know, I mean, say what you will about Marvel's villains and you know, their struggles with getting really threatening and memorable villains with, you know, motives that are more than just, y'all aren't bowing down to me, I'm gonna destroy it all. To be fair, you know, that one moment where she says, I'm gonna reshape it in my image, you know, I'm a little concerned by that, but the Goddess of Death, I feel like there's a ton of potential in here, and just the look of this movie alone, I mean, the thing I keep noticing from all these trailers is that the Marvel movies look great, but Ragnarok seems to be really doubling down on these slow motion, almost like tableau style shots. Like, they look like paintings, which I think is really amazing. Mythological art, you know, whenever you see paintings depicting, you know, the stories of ancient legends and things like that, like, that's what I'm kind of reminded of, but in a more comic book context. I think that's really cool. And I mean, the elephant in the room here is Doctor Strange, of course. He's at the top of this trailer, shows up for a couple seconds. I think that's pretty sweet. I'm not a huge fan of constant crossovers, but I think Marvel is smoothing out the way that they've been doing it, and Doctor Strange makes a whole lot of sense to be in this movie. You know, Doctor Strange is the more metaphysical side of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as of now. One thing that does strike me about this is some of the previous trailers have been more banter heavy, more about the humor. This one seems very much geared toward the battle at hand. It does feel like a more action-oriented trailer. I like that we get a few more shots of Valkyrie, played by Tessa Thompson, fighting, and just some of the creatures and stuff like that. I really like that they are playing up and utilizing the sort of mythological side of this, because that's where Thor comes from. Fenrir showed up in an earlier trailer, I believe, but just to see Hulk squaring off with him, grabbing his jaws and stuff like that, like, that's always a move that gets me riled when that kind of a fight goes down. Son of Loki, perhaps? Bestiality is fun for nobody. there's a lot of really cool looking set pieces here. It looks like an intense movie from this trailer. And that's where I become a little bit conflicted, because while this is an important story for Thor, Ragnarok is apocalypse. That raises the stakes immensely. I am concerned that it doesn't just devolve into another apocalypse scenario just with different wallpaper. The thing about superhero movies is that, you know, we see a lot of cities crumble, we see a lot of end of the world scenarios, and so all that I'm hoping for is that they find a way for this movie to make that unique beyond just the look and feel of everything. Because that stuff counts, most definitely. But I do think that they still have to bring their A game in terms of how they communicate that. You know, it can't just be cool action at this point. You know, I hear a lot of people saying Guardians of the Galaxy, and I can definitely see that influence more, especially with the 80s vibe, and they're adding a bit more, you know, laser beams. I do hope that the team they've assembled, you know, Hulk and Valkyrie and Loki and Thor, as it looks like it's going to be here, I'm sure some of the other characters are going to figure into. I don't want that to become just a different set of Guardians, if that makes any sense. Of all the Marvel franchises, it seems like the Thor series needs to nail one, because like I like the first Thor a good amount, and a lot of people seem to. Thor, The Dark World, kind of shaky reactions, and so this feels like the one they need to nail it on, and I feel like Ragnarok as the stakes has all the potential for them to be able to do that. It is another apocalypse scenario, so I'm a little cautious about that. But that being said, I mean, like, the Goddess of Death is a terrific choice for that. You know me, I'm usually the less excited about these kinds of movies on this channel, but Thor Ragnarok actually has me really excited. Basically, I feel like it's on this movie to just really pack it with the personality. That's what it's all gonna come down to for me, and I think Taika Waititi and his crew have a great grip on that. So I have a lot of faith in this movie. I'm not without my concerns, but I do have a lot of faith in this movie. I think it's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to it. What do you guys think? Comment below. Share your thoughts with us, because we would like to hear them. You can subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell to get updated every time a review or a video is out. I'm Dad John Humphrey on Twitter and Instagram. Also, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/TheRealRejects. We got all kinds of fun perks and things going on right there. Nice little community, sharing jokes back and forth, chatting, getting to know each other. It's a lot of fun. We've also got t-shirts available on Spreadshirt, shop.spreadshirt.com/TheRealRejects. Pimping all sorts of stuff. Much love, guys. See you next time.